So why are you here?
I'm here. I first want to say I'm vaccinated. I'm here to stand for the rights of those who are not vaccinated. It's tyrannical to try to impose medical procedures on people to allow them to exist in society. That's disgusting and it's wrong. And as a Canadian, I'm not going to stand for that. I spent 10 years in one of these things, and the organizers announced today they have enough money to keep everyone here for up to 4 years. We'll just leave it at that.
What do you think of the media bias and our own Prime Minister?
What I'm seeing in the media and what I'm actually witnessing on the ground, it's not even like they're it's almost they're in a different universe. Like they're portraying this as some kind of hate event. And I mean, I've never experienced so much love in my life, man. Like I've had people of all creeds, colors, religions, genders, everybody coming up thanking me for being here, coming together as Canadians, Albertans and Quebecers getting along, like unprecedented stuff, man. Like this is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well, you know, we appreciate it, and it's beautiful what's going around the world now. They're seeing this, and you know, people protesting, it's visible, but when you get trucks out there, you can't ignore them.
No, and you know what? Back to that media bias thing, like I witnessed something when I was streaming yesterday that was specifically disgusting that I would like to mention. Was I was filming the speakers on the stage the other day, and the one speaker had finished and two Indigenous women came up to speak, and as soon as that happened, I was watching on my feed and somebody said global news just cut, and all of a sudden I see the Indigenous people start speaking. I'm like, why would you just cut off the Indigenous people? Because it doesn't fit your little narrative that this is like some kind of white power event, and you don't want to show the fact that the Indigenous people have a lot of good stuff to say. I mean, this is the most Canadian protest I ever seen. We got people with flags, hockey sticks, no garbage anywhere, and when there is garbage, it's, like you said, neatly piled around the can. Like, people care.
And what do you think about the take on Terry Fox? Someone draped a flag and put a hat on him. They didn't pour blood and topple it.
No, but I mean, really, if you a very cursory search of Google will show the Terry Fox statue draped with many different flags, with masks, holding many different things, and I mean, there's no outrage. The only reason there's this fake outrage is because the government is absolutely terrified of people coming together.
I believe we're on very solid ground in protesting the government overreach on our Canadian human rights, on our international human rights. Our focus is very solid in saying enough. It's time to take back that freedom that we have. I'm here until it makes a difference. I came because I have grandchildren that I'm very concerned about, and I want people to have the ability to go to work and feed their families, do what they need to do, and government has to understand that this is not their prerogative. We're here to protect what we've already fought for and what's already enshrined in our Bill of Rights. That's it.
So, what do you think of our lovely Prime Minister and the media's take on who's out here, small fringe group, racist, misogynist, anti-science?
The mainstream media is going to do what they can to try to sensationalize this and try to, yank it away from the solid ground that we're really on. We have to continue to say, no, the police out here, I talk to them. We've been all night here together, and I say to them, they're telling me they have no complaints, none. This is a good group of people. We're talking thousands and thousands of people, man. I drove here from Prince Edward Island to see the West Coast and the East Coast, the prairies, and the central part of Canada to wake up and do this. I am so proud to be on the world stage, and I'm watching what's happening in the rest of the world, and it's very important what we're doing here, man.
I don't see any need for an emergency order being brought on this. I mean, there's nobody that's shown any type of violent behavior that's in the convoy here, and the supporters, I mean, they're happy, they're smiling, they're having a good time. I mean, I don't see the need for an emergency order, and especially to, you know, they're wanting to help out, they're wanting to bring food, they're wanting to bring supplies, they're wanting to help this cause.
1 minute we're just whatever minority that's, you know, that's nothing, and then it's a state of emergency that people are walking around and hugging and taking care of each other and eating at the same trailers and pretty much giving each other stuff that they need, bringing people fuel when they're cold, feeding the homeless. It has been great here. The love is like amazing. There's people yesterday at a band up the road of every race was there dancing together, hugging, and it is like amazing. And this has united us. And it's funny because everything you guys pull, the fuel stunt, the trying to say I was Antifa stunt, is just pushing us more and more together. It is. It's just uniting us more, and you're just going to have more of a problem because what's happening is you're making us boom. And then once we're finally all together, you guys are screwed. You're done. So you might as well just give us what we want, resign, and then we'll go on with our lives.
We are not violent. You can feel the love in the air, man. You know, so we are here to change some rules, make this country better. And also, you know what, I always been told, aim high. So we are not here to change only our life in Canada into a better. Let's go for the entire planet, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know who's gonna watch this, but citizen of the planet, let's raise and change the world, man. Let's clean up evil and all this garbage around us.
We are peaceful convoy. We're gonna stay peaceful until to the end. We are not here to treat anybody bad. We are not here. We stay in our trucks. We keep it nice and peaceful. And I heard some, you know, that we go to elderly people and take the mask off. It's just a lie what national TV is saying. We even if somebody show us a finger, we tell them we love you guys, because it's their choice to be like that, and it's my choice to be here, and that should be the country. Everybody, they should have a choice that we should stay peaceful and love each other, not, you know, like hating each other or.
That doesn't seem to be what Trudeau has in mind for us.
Well, as a leader, he should stand up for the people, but he knows that he's going down day by day. He don't know how to hurt people anymore. There are people here with the trucks, with the family, and they stop the gas for them to stay warm. We're gonna find another way. Even if I have to leave my truck here, I'm gonna be in that hotel maybe and make sure I'm here.
Well, just ever since they threatened people for bringing in resources of any kind, food, fuel, you know, $1,000 fines and mischief charges, got together a couple of people who were willing to brave that, who were willing to get dragged away if that's their threat, to, you know, do the right thing. And so all of these fantastic people walked down to the Petro down there because we can't find any actual organized fuel right since the get-go. That's been a bit of a nightmare. You know, walk down to the Petro, come back here. We got about $1,000. It's not a ton, but we got about $1,000 to throw into this, and we'll keep doing it until they stop us, and we run out, of course.
So I got people calling me from home asking me if I'm okay, and I don't know why they're asking that, because I mean, it's just like a big block party here. It's a very positive, happy, friendly atmosphere. There's people with their kids down here, and I basically tell them, you know, whatever you're watching on the media, think the exact opposite, because that's the true story.
So why do you think the media is doing that?
Oh, to discredit this movement. I mean, it goes against their narrative. I mean, we're just here. We just want our freedoms back. We were born in a free country, and we'd like to continue to live in a free country. And if we don't don't do something and protest these mandates and get these mandates dropped, we're not going to be in a free country anymore.
You guys will learn about this in school later, and you guys can say, I was there.
Yeah, this is going to change our future.
You betcha it is.
I love
I love
it.
it too.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thanks for all the support. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Fraser. Been here for about a week, sleeping in my car, rent-free, in front of Supreme Court of Canada, Justice Center, and loud neighbors, but it's for a good cause, okay? It's for freedom, it's for love, it's for peace, it's for freedom of choice. Yes, we may be annoying, but it's been 2 years of coercion, and we're done with it, okay? We want you to be free. We love you.
Hi, I'm James Graham. I'm here at the Parliament Hill. What I'd like to say is that, I find it abhorrent that the government is reacting with more government overreach through the Emergencies Act in response to peaceful protest of government overreach. I hope that Canadians see this for what it is. The rhetoric that's coming out in mainstream media is saying that we are not peaceful, that we're racist, we hold unacceptable ideas. I find that unacceptable. I find it disgusting that people can be saying that when it's so far from the truth. Nothing but peace is happening here. I live in this city. I come down here every day. It's easy to get around downtown. All the emergency routes are free. So it's really important for Canadians to understand that the only thing we have to fear here is the government acting aggressively. We all have the right to protest, even including with the enactment of the Emergencies Act. There is right to peacefully protest and to be on the ground, and they're trying to make us think otherwise. Justin Trudeau has not led anything in his life. He is incapable of managing this situation. He's not speaking to the crowd. He's acting like this blue-collar, traditional type of protest is something that he can ignore and use force to deal with. And that's not the Canadian way. Speak to us. Our demands are pretty reasonable, which is to remove the mandates. They're illegal. They're against the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. There was no emergency in the first place for it should have overridden them, and especially now, there is absolutely no sense in continuing them. We all know that whether or not you get an injection, you can transmit it. Our Prime Minister proved that by getting COVID as soon as the truckers got here, okay? So I hope Canadians and around the world see what's happening here and see that we're not leaving because we have all the rights in the world to be here, and we won't stand down. We hold the line. If the police move on us in an aggressive fashion, then I hope you guys stand up and witness what it is and speak out against it.
Right on, guys. I'm Tom Murphy, local boy, Ottawa Valley, veteran, Royal Canadian Dragoons, and I'm here to fight for freedom. I'm pro-choice. I'm not anti-vax. I'm here to fight for my rights. I did in the military. So did my ancestors, and we're here to make sure that holds up.
Wow, a lot of things similar. I'm Dana Wilson here. 101st Airborne Division, 326 Medical Battalion, the Eagle Dust-Off flight medic, 4 years. Did Air National Guard flight training and came to Canada in '87 to start contract flying for Canadian military out of Camp Wainwright and Suffield for the British Army Training Support Unit. Can't fly anymore because I won't take their poison shot. I live in the Nunavut Northwest Territories, and I'm here to fight for freedom. 5 generations that have fought for freedom, and we're gonna continue to fight for freedom right here. We all took the oath, and we're all when the call came out, we all showed. We're all brothers and sisters, and we're here, and we're here till the end.
Let's go.
Right on.
Let's go.
Right
let's
on.
go.
Freedom.
Repeating things over and over again for 2 years. Somebody famous said that. No, it's not going to work. Listen, I'm here for 2 reasons. To help you with information, but to give you comfort that you're right. You dirty, unwashed lab rats. You misogynists, you racists. But you got it right. Because you've got something they don't have. Common sense. Common sense. did we handle the flu for decades? Did we need these idiots to tell us to blow our nose? Did we drive to work every day and risk a head-on collision and accept that as a risk of life? Of course we did. Because we want to live free. This movement of all goddamn places started in Canada, in Alberta, by truckers. Can you believe how unexpected that is for these idiots? They haven't a clue. They did not expect the scale of this revulsion of domination with ridiculous restrictions, and not just in COVID. COVID is a very fortunate thing to have happened to society. I'm a physician. People have died, yes. Tragedies, personal, we've all felt it. But sooner or later, something like this had to crystallize because we're only here today, really not because of COVID, but because of what these idiots have been imposing on us for decades. And it's got to stop! And it's got to stop now! Not tomorrow, now! And there is no negotiation. There's no dithering. People are dying now. And in medicine, we don't stand by when people are dying. We say to the nurse, give me the fucking scalpel now! We're injecting women, the most precious asset in society, the most protected group. We are injecting women and their babies with an experimental product without a goddamn clue about what is going to happen to the baby. And children, the most victimized class in all this mess. Let me take you through what they've been experiencing. First of all, they've been denied early education, non-verbal communication. They've been made suspicious of any contact with another human being. Is that the way to bring up children? We want to hug our children. We want to enjoy life with them, take them places. That's been denied them. They've been denied education for 2 solid years that's measurable in terms of the effect on their IQ. And then it goes on to vaccination with the potential of lifelong consequences, not just myocarditis, as bad as that is, but all the unknown of what's the effect on fertility, what's the effect on potential early dementia and heart failure. There could be a tsunami of complications that will linger on those children's heads for the rest of their lives, the emergence of cancer, etc., etc. The point is, we don't know. And the reason we do clinical trials for 3 to 5 to 7 years is because we don't know what we don't know. But that's not the end of it for our kids. Oh no, that's not enough. It's not enough to sacrifice them on the high altar of these bastards. They are going to be subjected for the rest of their lives for the consequences of the national debt. There's going to be reduced services, education, healthcare, policing. There's going to be an increase in taxes. That will translate into a lower standard of living for our kids for the rest of their lives. And it was also totally unnecessary because, as Ionides has said in California, the most esteemed epidemiologist in the whole world, he said early on, this is nothing worse than a bad seasonal flu. And the Great Barrington Declaration nailed it. All we've got to do is live normally. In a time, remember, called BC, before COVID. Live normally and protect the vulnerable, the elderly in nursing homes with methods well known to medical science that do not need vaccines or testing. I'm a pathologist, and I know quite a bit about PCR. Let me tell you this categorically. There should be no testing of anyone, anywhere, for anything, unless you're presenting to hospital with a syndrome that's consistent with COVID.
So I see it with my own eyes here. That's the most peaceful protest in that long time I've ever seen in my lifetime. And I know I had many other stuff. I'm from East Germany. So, and I grew up in the biggest prison on earth until 89, and I was in front with all the other thousands and thousands of people that we win. They opened up, and East and West Germany reunited. So it's my second stand for freedom and for liberty and for the kids, for everybody. Otherwise there will be no future. There is no end. They are mandating. It's criminal in my mind. People are suffering, people are dying. The mental illness is I don't know, it's so badly. And we are here that we have a life again, that everybody has a life again. That's the purpose. It's a freedom protest, a legal protest. We are no terrorists. Oh, I'm getting my coffee. Thank you so much. I'm getting an interview right now. Yes, thank you. A nice, friendly German lady gives me a coffee, brings me a coffee. And yeah, I mean, nothing happened here. The only criminal things I have seen, it was made by the police. So they arrested one person right beside me here by having a jerry can in his hand. And I've never seen anything else badly. In my view, in the front and the back, I never heard anything bad. A few counter protests, so called. We just not looking them and smiling and say hi. That's all. So nobody gets aggressive or something. It's frustrating that people still believe stuff that is made up. That's what I can say so far, and I hope. And you know, we have a prime minister that is a crime minister. To be honest, he's not for the people. Never been. And we should have a government that really works in faith that it's supposed to be, and it's the law, to represent the Canadians and to represent the people, and they are working against us completely. So it's insane what's going on. The police should go out right away to Parliament, arrest those politicians. They're making up their own things, but it's not happening. Maybe it's happening. And even the police here, we are with right now for a long time already. They're respecting us. And when they come home after a long day and being around us, they even tell their own families, say, don't watch the media anymore because I'm there and there's nothing going on than just bringing hope, smiling faces. I don't want to see that anything badly happens here, so you know, violent stuff that police comes and I know they want to arrest everybody here. I have no idea. And what is the charges? You're being arrested for as a peaceful protester, and I have no idea what happens. But they're spreading a lot of rumors around, and harassment it's intense. I had to quit my job to protect the name of the company that I'm with, contracted, used to be. And because they're getting threatened, emails, and the whole company will be put out and the license revoked and everything, just because the name is on the trailer. And I told them I cannot go. It's not the time yet. But let everybody know I'm not working in the interest of the company anymore. And protect your name, and that's what it is. And I even said if somebody can bring a truck and pull the trailer away, and I cover the door with it. So it's that far. It's really very dirty mind games, and unbelievable what is going on against us.
Have you had any parking tickets or anything like? Are they handing those out?
I had two, but they were kind of funny ones. And I mean, it's day 19, and one guy came and one on my trailer, one on my truck, And then I looked over. I was a little bit angry, but I said, not too bad. It was Dave, I believe, 14. And then I looked over. They are meaningless because there's nothing on. No license plate, no nothing. So they are useless.
Wow.
And then I said, wow, it was just maybe the chief of police said, they ticket everybody, but they are nonsense. They are nothing. So even many of the police officers, they are not against us. It's okay so far, so we respect them too. We need real police to serve and protect. That's very important. Everybody needs them. And I remind them all the time when I have a little conversation with them, so that they hopefully not forget. This were an oath, and they are here to serve and protect, and not to harass people and enforcing illegal orders.
So the chief of police is asking for more police. Do you believe it? More police. Like every corner you go around, there's a platoon of 8 to 10 police officers, some from Durham region, some from Toronto, some from Peel. They're from everywhere. And what does the police chief say? We need more police. He wants 1,800 more police. To do what? To walk around in these nice little groups? And if you've got so many police down here already covering the whole area, which we've seen around every corner, how can there be this insurrection and all this violence going on? Are these police not doing their jobs? That's not the case. These police, they cannot find any of this violence that the media is perpetrating. You can look. You can come down for yourself. But what are those 1,800 extra police officers going to do? You're going to start arresting people for walking the streets and carrying a Canadian flag?
They put it out 12 o'clock. They weren't going to let fuel in. So what did we decide? We would get as much fuel to as many people who needed it as we could, right before the deadline. And sure enough, I see, somebody being accosted over here. So what do? We get out and join him. He happened to have, luckily, empty jerry cans, so they didn't arrest him. They grabbed a hold of him, though. So what do? We can join them, right? What can you do? Power in numbers. It's the only thing we can do. And sure enough, I don't get anywhere near that blockade. Buddy's flying out here. Am I being detained? I think he said yes, because I guess mischief is something that we're doing. It doesn't feel like mischief to me, but I guess it is the law, and I whatever, you're going to try to grab a hold of me, and I'm instinctually going to back up, right? So what do? Latch onto you, right? Yeah, other than that, the one cop seemed like he was itching for a fight. That's just what he wanted. There was a bunch of them out there that did not. You could see it in his eyes when you asked him, is what you're doing right? No, you can see it. And then the other guy came in to de-escalate the situation. I imagine a bunch of them are here and supportive, and they probably would refuse a law, an order like this to arrest people over trying to help these boys get the fuel that they need. But there are definitely some of them out there that are itching for it. That guy was desperate for it. If I had given him any reason, I am sure I would be in the back of a cruiser, or the lot of us would be.
Just because I got a badge don't make him good. Right? There's bad in everyone.
But it should.
It should, exactly.
Other than that, it was a beautiful. Everybody flocking down there. The second they surrounded me like that, immediately they came down. It's not like they were pushing. It's not like they were shoving. They were just making sure they knew what they were doing was wrong. And if we keep doing that, again, the world sees what they're doing is wrong. We're known as a peaceful country, right? We are known as a peaceful country. When they try to portray us as violent, it doesn't fly. When they beat us down for being violent, it doesn't fly. You cannot arrest people for getting people the resources they need. I thought that was humanitarian, not mischief,
My name is Edward. I'm from Toronto, and I'm here since the first day. So we are here is not for only vaccination, and it's not a trucker movement, to make it clear from the beginning. We are here to stay for our rights and make sure nobody touch our rights, and our rights must be confirmed, reinstated nationally, and I hope furthermore it's gonna be reinstated internationally. So this is all about our rights. We are not giving away, so that's why we are here, and we require all the mandates must be removed and nobody touch our rights.
What we want here in our country is freedom to make our own choices. The vaccine and that is not a necessity. We don't believe it's a necessity either. At least that's what I think anyway. And I don't want to take it, and I don't want to be forced to take it either. When all we want is our freedom back. Open up the borders again. They talk about freezing our bank accounts. Well, truckers don't have anything in a bank account anyway because they're keeping us from our work. Says that's their problem. It's not our problem. They're the ones that are keeping us away from work. All we want is our freedom back. All we do is we try to plant out here love for one another and show respect to one another. And we're not here to destroy anything. Anytime we see somebody that's doing something, we encourage them not to do it. Just with those, for instance, those flags of F Trudeau and that, we discourage that kind of thing because that's hateful, and we like to see them all gone. But yeah, we can't control all the truckers. Everybody has a different heart and everybody thinks differently. But we like to have the freedom. And yeah, if people want to use it that way, that's up to them. But that's not what our way of thinking is.
When you are sitting down in a truck here and you see like all the purity and all the people is pass by, give you food and telling you like, don't go, just don't go, stay there, because people are tired of all of this tyranny and all of this bullshit, and it's really understandable because it came a time that it's enough. Even the cops saying they never seen that much people sticking together for the same cause and still peaceful like that. So it's not just a manifestation, it's really about love. It's about everybody who've been like impacted about everything that happened for the past 2 years, who are like not able to see their family, not able to see their friend, having a mask on their face. Kids don't see any expression on face of people. This is not supposed to be. And now people's coming here and they are happy because they can talk to people, they can cuddle people, they can say to people they love them and they have the same love in return. And this is simply magic. Yep.
For some of these kids, it's a quarter of their life that they've had to be locked up inside and not being able to socialize. And these are very important years for children's growth. And that's what's at stake. We cannot keep doing this. And again, I've supported from day one everyone's choice, their own individual choice of what they feel is best for themselves and their families. But that's what needs to be mandated, is we need our freedoms back to make those decisions for ourselves. I've said to folks that I know back home that I think after when all this is said and done, it's going to take a lot of time for me to sort of process everything that's gone on. There's a lot of emotions that I'm going to have to sort of sit back and really think and relive. There's been a lot of ups and downs, I'll tell you that. There's been a lot of ups and downs. But we remain focused, and I don't take being here lightly. I made a decision, a conscious decision, almost 21 days ago to come here and to stand up for Canadians' freedoms, and I remain focused on that. So unfortunately, it's not the time yet to really start to celebrate or to reflect on these things that have gone on the last 3 weeks, but still remain very focused.
Yeah, so my name's Steve Pendernis. I live close to Toronto. I'm here basically for my freedom. My son, my family, there's been a lot of division through my family with the whole mandates and the vaccines and everything, so I'm here. I want my freedom back. I want to be able to take my son to the CN Tower. I want to be able to join my family, my nieces and nephews' birthdays, which I was told not to bother coming to anymore because of how divided everything went. Thank you. Now for the Emergency Act, apparently yesterday it was canceled. I don't know if it's still going through or not, but I'm sitting here waiting. So whether they go through with everything and they pull out the rubber bullets and the riot shields or whatever the fuck they're planning on bringing, once I start seeing a couple truck drivers getting arrested, I might change my mind and I might pack up and go. But I sleep in my day cab. A lot of people. I got bad hips and I got a bad back, so hopefully if the cops arrest me, they don't fuck me up too bad. Excuse my language. They don't beat me up too bad, but
we are not terrorists. We are Canadian citizens. We are not against to start the war. We are not here to start the war. We don't gonna start the war. We are in free demonstration. And we keep it in peace. And I'm sure, you know, he got to the point where he's very desperate. He don't know, you know, they might come with the laws overnight when we're sleeping. And in the morning they say, oh, this is the law, you know, because he's very, very, you know, how to say, like sneaky. That's the word.
Conniving.
Yeah, he's very sneaky guy. If everything he has the power right now. We're gonna get the power. Sooner or later, we will get the power. I know the truckers, they're gonna get the power. We stop the economy, we're gonna start it. We are the heart of this country. Everybody has a piece of the heart, but we are the beat. If we don't do it, nobody else can do it. If the economy goes down today, tomorrow is gonna be even twice better. Because we are very hard people here. Hard working people which they wanna work. I'm not here to stay by the curb and the food to be bring to me. I'm not here to begging people for money. I'm not here for that. I just want the freedom and I want to come back to work. To provide. I'm provider. I am provider and I want to provide. And I'm sure every truck driver, every person here on these streets, they want to provide to this country. Because we are very hard working people. Thank you very much. Here you go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, I got $5. Thank you, sir. I got $5. You see, that's all they can do to support you somehow. And they know, everybody knows we are here. We don't work. We don't make money. But I'm not here for this. That's what I want people to understand. I feel so bad.
Hello, everybody. I'm here on a Freedom Convoy protest, and I want to show my big, huge support for them. Why? Simple. I was born in a communist country. I was born under tyranny. And in the last few days, I see the same happening here. I escaped the communists to live in a free country, to be free, and my kids to be free. And here, what we have, right behind me, Parliament, and that bigger liar, Trudeau, is taking away our freedom. And we are here to fight for our freedom, to show the support for the truckers who started that movement. And they are doing a great job. We all need to show them our support. And my kids are telling me that you told us we're coming to the country where we're gonna be free, and look what's going on. Well, that is more or less my story. You guys, all of you, you need to show the support for the truckers. You need to come over. And you need to write to the Governor General, and show and send your non-confidence vote against Mr. Trudeau. Thank you, guys. See you over here.
I'm here for the same reason as everybody else that's here. Our government's been out of control with overreach and infringing upon our God-given rights as Canadians, as people, as humans. And it's come to the point where we have to stand up and fight for those rights once again. It's not the first time in history. It's not going to be the last time. So we're here to stand up to that, and we're hoping to make a change. I think we're already making a change.
So I'm so proud. I'm first generation Polish. This is a second generation Polish young man. I fought during the Solidarity movement in Poland in 1981. I was arrested twice, being 16 and 17 years old young woman. And right now I'm so proud, not only because they're Polish, but I'm so proud that young generation finally have balls and they stand up for the freedom, okay? Because this constipated Ottawa, bureaucratic city has to be done once for good, okay? We support freedom, and we freedom are fighters from Poland. You know, we have one thing, wolność. God bless you. Thank you.
My name is Josephine, and it's my second time here, and I come for the moral uplifting of it all. I think it's incredible that all these people, all these Canadians from all over have come to this place, and it's just like, it's the best, like, Canada Day. It's like, you know, better than Canada Day. Yeah, better than Woodstock. This is like Woodstock times 10.